And we're back, lords and ladies, in Battle Brothers Beast and Exploration DLC. Right, we just came off a pretty nasty fight. A lot of our guys are quite beaten up. So we're just gonna take it easy for a little bit as our guys replenish themselves. Food's getting a bit low, so I've got to head back this way. We spend a bit of money to get some better gear. Our tools are also a bit low as well, which is a bit worrisome. So we're going to grab some food. Arrows are okay, medicine is okay, tools are the next go. So shipments. Date north. That's probably, yeah, that's the way we want to go. So we'll accept the contract. We'll take the caravan, and they're taking us up there. They'll mostly cover expenses, and maybe they'll have some work. If not, hey ho. But yeah, the time is ticking on, and it's pretty sure that there's going to be the main event stuff happening any day now. Get there, they're prosperous, well supplied. Tools. The tools here are an okay price. So we'll grab the tools. We're going to grab the copper, because we can rush back down north and get that paid. What's this job? Let's talk money. Drive with the brigands at the hideout northwest. That's probably going to be marksman, judging from the amount of money they're wanting. Which is not great for us. We'll turn in the copper here and make us a bit of a payday. As long as we get there in time. Right. Yeah. Made a good little profit. Nothing spectacular, but still not bad. So, anything that we want here? No, not really. Okay, so that gear's repaired. Who was the person that was lugging it around? That was the question. There was someone that was lugging around. Was it you? Yeah, I think it was you. So you had that. Yeah, his stamina is low. I'm not happy with how low his stamina is. He actually has the mace skill, as does he. As does he. Okay. You can get back in the line. Or was it him? I cannot remember. Right, so he's fixed up. Everyone is generally fixed up. Everyone has got generally okay equipment. That's 90, that's 80. Okay. So now we need work. Where do we want to go? We could deal with the bandits. Our goal is to basically find an abandoned camp, like discover a ruin or hostile camp and destroy it. Which I think if we do it, we found this one, so this might actually work for us to clear it. We'll see what it is. If it's just zombies, it shouldn't be too hard, he says. You lose mushrooms. Childish giggles wake you from the nap. You rise up to see that some of the food is gone. Thinking fast, you take up a sword and follow the trail. Unfortunately, it isn't long before you're lost in the midst of enormous stalks of green that pedal against your face with rustle the wind. The gurgles don't stop, however, and you hear the pitter-patter of footsteps across behind you, and then in front. The voice speaks, sound like a child deep in the well. Chase us, chase us, chase us, chase us, chase us, chase us now. Suddenly feel no urge to retrieve the grain. You slowly put your sword back in the sheath and back out the field. As you stare into the taller grass, it begins to part slowly, like a piece of leather being torn at the seams. You hear horrible cries as each stem cracks in half. Wilbur Runstone startles you when you ask what you're doing. You turn to look at him, then back at the field, which sways softly in the breeze. Instead of answering, you just tell him to get ready and was about to march again very soon. Thankfully, the mercenary did not inquire about the missing food. So we lose the food, which is annoying. But not a massive issue. Right, so many armoured, and if yeah, I'm not doing that. Sorry. Brigands, what kind of brigands are these? A few marksmen, some thugs, and some raiders. They're gonna get chased down by those guys. I am just gonna swing around this area to see if there's anything quickly. Or maybe this way. There will be a bandit camp somewhere that will have popped up that we should be able to pretty much take if we find it. My money is out this way. Yeah, here we go. A few brigand marksmen and many brigand raiders, yeah. Not touching that. That's a shame. Wasn't there anywhere around it I had? There was this place up here. Right, missing people, ambush caravans. We'll grab a little bit of food, not too much, just enough to tide us over. Our money's getting a bit low. Is there anything we can do with some of this stuff? Antidotes. Okay. Brigands killed Colonel and his whole family, can you believe that? We paid more. Drive for the brigands at the Sack Garrison northwest. Okay. Oh, so these are the guys they've sent after us. Okay, this is the mechanic in question, basically. This is the garrison we need to get rid of. And what they will periodically do is they're going to send out people to attack us as we're trying to get to their keep. Okay. Pierced his hand. Excellent. He's got a spiked weapon. That's nasty. I might pull the line back then in that case. There's no pole arms, but he's got a scram axe, which is nice. That spiked two-handed weapon is going to be horrible. Let's see what happens. Delay. Problem is that tree is in the way, which is not great. Which way is he going with that? I might bring this guy up around to support. Have him there. The problem is, it's going to be that they're going to charge. If we put him there, they're going to charge this flank, and there's no one here covering that side, which is going to be a pain. So we're going to put him here. I mean, I could tighten the line. Do like that. And that should keep us relatively secure. Killed off their marksman. Right. Delay. Delay. Everybody else. Delay. He's got to charge straight out now. But we need to kill this guy off first. Right, once this guy is dead, delay. That's going to be nasty, because that's a bleeding weapon. This guy's going to be a pain. So... first things first, we need to block him from getting here, so he can shield up. Get here and spear wall. Get here and start stabbing. Yeah, I mistimed this badly on my part, unfortunately. Reload. Get him in the chest. Just, everyone just... Okay, we managed to block that. So he's got to start chucking stuff. Ouch. Start cleaving up that shield. We could probably actually attack him, to be honest, because he's got his ranged weapon out. So he's got to block. I'm going to push up and support. He could probably go in that way. I'm just trying to think. I don't want to put him... Where do I want to put him? I could put him there, but that's going to be 2-on-1. Let's go like that. Reload. Move up here. Ooh, lucky shot. Right. I could push him back, I suppose. It's going to be annoying. Get rid of his shield. He's going to probably swing at me two-handed now, which is going to hurt. Like that. Right, but do we want his armor? Why not? It's broken at any rate. So delay, delay. He's bleeding, which is annoying. Kill him. I just don't want people to bleed out on me, so I'm just going to kill them now. Don't think I have anyone with bandages nearby, unfortunately. And then let me guess, he doesn't actually have... Yeah, he doesn't. Is how it is. Unfortunately, we didn't get the armour. Didn't get any armour, to be honest, but we got the scram sacks, which is nice. He leveled up. stamina, range defense. It's not even a great stat, but I just had to get it in morale because his morale is so shockingly bad. Shield expert, almost mandatory to be honest. Morale is fine, so it's going to be stamina, health, and we're going to put it into range defense. He's got the polearm ability. Right, which one do we want to pick up now? Reach advantage, learn to use a superior reach of large weapons. Each hit with a two-handed weapon, melee attack, adds a stack of reach. Increases your melee defense by 5, up to a maximum of 5 stacks until this character's next turn. A single attack hit multiply target. Okay. Overwhelm. Whenever attacking, hit or miss against an opponent that acts after you in the initiative order. Lone Wolf. Underdog. Footwork. We'll grab footwork because it's very useful for pole armored troops. His health is a bit low. His is okay, but his armor's beaten up. Okay. You're going to switch out with him. He hasn't got any stat difference besides the spear type. You can have a spear. But he was one of my main spear carriers. That's the downside. I mean, to be honest, what I'd rather do, rather than do that, is do that. Give him that. Give him that, and you can get that stuff repaired. Eventually you'll get that once your strength comes up. Because your strength is just bad. Your fatigue is just bad. Right. How's he looking health-wise? It would take us a little bit of time to get to the camp. Okay, so they were basically coming out of the camp. Many brigand raiders. They were coming out of the camp because obviously they were coming to deal with us. And they got jumped by a patrol. Okay, so it's many brigand raiders. His health is no way back up, which is disappointing. Just checking out some stuff. $54. I need to get this guy leveled up, really. He's hurt. Have that. Have him on the flanks with spears. The problem is when they say many raiders, that's probably going to be like 8 or so, which is going to be a pain. Right. Hold on a second, folks. Sorry about that. Right. Let's go. Many raiders. Okay, there's 7. That's not so bad. Most of them don't have shields. Okay, let's just check out. Let's just check out what we're looking at. There's 7 of them. So this is the full force. War picks, which are mostly these are they're known as war picks, also known as crow's beaks. Also, they're useful against armor, but lots of them don't have helmets, and the ones that do, only one of the 3 that do have head protection have any form of proper shield. One's got a buckler, got a buckler, and one's got nothing, and he's just two-handing a scram sacks. Okay. Now, judging from this layout, they're probably going to try and flank us, which is going to be annoying. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to tighten my flank on this side, like pull these 2 range units back here and have these 2 guys here, so they have to take the long way around. Because these guys are just going to straight up charge us. Yeah, they're definitely just going to straight up charge us. Ooh, he's got a Dane axe. Okay, I can't afford now to move too much because I need to deal with this bloke. Move once. Missed. Okay. Because that Dane axe is bad news. Right. Get here. Get here. So now they have to take the long way around to get us. He can't do anything. He can't do anything. Right. Because these guys just got a straight up charge. We got him in the leg. Oh dear. That's what I was worried about. Okay. They've broken our formation. Okay, we need to kill this guy at all costs. He's going to try and get into melee range. Okay, delay. The problem is bad because now they've got a hole in our formation. Headshot. Missed. Okay, that's bad. Problem is if I pull back and shove, it's a bad situation because this guy's got himself surrounded. Crack his head. Dag nabbit. Okay, fine. We're gonna have to do it this way. This has got really bad really quickly. These were taking care of this bloke up here. Okay, he's dead. The problem is he's two-handing that Morning Star. Okay, which is really bad news for me. Got him in the neck. Excellent. Right, reposition. Kill him. Headshot. Headshot. Reposition. Reposition. Break them. Run them down. Break them upon the wall. Got him in the throat. His windpipe is crushed. Move him up. Kill him. Get there. Rally to troops. Boosting the morale of my men. Everyone else just keep stabbing. Okay, so some of our people took damage. We've got some armor. Dane axe, the long axe is nice. Right, we destroyed the camp. I mean, to be honest, at this point, I'm really tempted, even though this is nice, I'm really tempted, and he has the polearm mastery, which sucks. I mean, I could get something like an actual military billhook or halberd, which may be better for him now. I do like the Dane axe, or the long axe. It's very useful, very nice. Oh, he leveled up, so get that up. Actually, how's his morale looking? 50's fine. It's stamina that I'm worried about, because his stamina's low. And we'll boost his melee, his range defense. He needs to have improved range defense. And then we will take footwork. 1 second, folks. Sorry about that, folks. Right. We have two choices: footwork or reach advantage. That would help boost his melee defense, but this would allow him to get out of situations. So I'm going to probably take the footwork, and then we'll go and pick up either Berserker or Headhunter. Right, okay, so he's done. Laws, get that up. His morale is okay. His strength, his stamina's alright. Get range defense up. And then we'll go for... morale is fine. We'll go with stamina, because my guys have got low stamina at the moment. Now, what should we get him? Brawny. I didn't pick up Brawny for him, and it's a very useful one to have, because it will get us back some initiative and get us back some fatigue. So we'll grab that. There's nothing in this tree that's useful besides the footwork to relocate. Right, so I like footwork, I like reach. I don't really... Overwhelm is okay. Lowers melee skill and range skill by 10% for 1 turn. It's okay. It's not fantastic. Underdog. It's this tier. These two tiers are great. This one here, not so much. Besides, like, footwork is the real standout one of this tier. The rest are meh at best. Right, though we got a scram sack, so we can start getting that fixed straight away. Get that fixed, get that fixed, get that fixed, get that fixed, and get that fixed. War picks are useful. They're not great. I think they're like the first or second, like, armor breaking. One of the it's so I'm not particularly describing it well. Basically, oh yeah, they're hammers. They're one of the early low-level hammer groups. So you get, this will go up, and you get stuff like you get like more advanced versions of this, and they're designed for predominantly cracking open armor, because it does like 200 damage against armor. So you want to have someone with this if you're going up against knights and the like. Right, so we did that. Discover a ruined hostile camp and destroy it, which is basically what we did. Right, so we get paid for that, which is nice. Missing people, nothing we can do about that. We've got to sell off some of the stuff, like some of these shields. Falchion, that. We'll keep a hold of that stuff. Sell off some of these, because we don't need all these. Don't need that. Don't really need that hand axe. Okay. So, how are we looking? Okay, not too bad. Nothing to do with that. Weaponsmith in town. Yeah, this is something, probably a billhook. If we're going to get anything for the bloke, you probably want to get a billhook. Very useful against armor. Compared to his pike, if you look at the pike is 100%. It's 30, 100%. And if you look at the billhook, it's 30, 150%, and it does more damage. I mean, the base damage varies a bit for the pike. It's 60 to 80, while the billhook is 60 to 90, so it's a bit more range difference, but the fact is that it does like 150 % more damage to armor, which is very nice for a polearm. Mace, very nice. Probably out of all this, two-handed mace. Not bad. I haven't had much experience using two-handed maces. I predominantly like... Ooh, damage against shields. That is very nice. So, what's the chance to hit the head? That is a slightly more damage to shields. This is a bit more damage to... it does. The mace does more damage, which ignores armor. Does a bit more damage to armor. And has a bit more health on the weapon itself. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. But you can't get over the top of a shield wall, which is the downside. You have to be careful with two-handed weapons in this game. From my experience, they can be a bit of a trap, which is that at low level they die really quickly because they don't have the melee defense or armor to absorb a lot of damage. So you have to be very careful with how you use them. Right, so his stuff, that stuff is nearly fixed. Trying to find someone who can wear this. To be honest, I'd rather just... Does he have the stamina for it? Just. So I don't really want anyone to be running around in padded leather anymore if I can help it. So we're going to run down here quickly. Got enough food for now. Money isn't so much of an issue. Two level 2 events. Let's follow the tracks. And this is a parcel delivery. Delivered a cargo 2 days to the northwest, so that's going to be at the other end of the map. Probably what we'll do then is we'll take the hunting mission. Just straight up take the hunting mission. I also need to get someone who can... This bloke here would probably be useful to have as another master cleaver. Or cleavery mastery to get him that. He actually needs to have a weapon as well. You can have that. He needs to have master cleaver, because if we have an undead uprising, you need to have about 2 of them in your party so you can actually survive the blinking thing. How's he looking? He's okay. Nothing special per se. He's a good defense unit, and his morale is not too bad. Right, so who actually has bandages? All the back 4 have bandages, right? Yeah, so they can heal most people. Right. Just realised my mistake. He's running around and we've got an actually decent aiming sword. Right here. I mean, really, to be honest, at this rate, he shouldn't even be using a spear. He should be using something like an aiming sword or a mace, because it does more direct damage. Yeah, it's always hard to tell. I like having spears on the side of my unit just so it stops people from flanking if they're really nippy and quick. But that's what we're going to stop for the day. We'll probably take the hunting job. We'll take the hunting job because it allows us to get XP and money. And then we'll probably take the escort job if there's still time. And we'll probably have the main event popping very soon as well. So that's something we're going to have to take into account. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Battle Brothers Beast and Exploration DLC. And we're coming up to the first crisis very soon. And I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye, folks.